When we first met our adventurers, 5 individuals have spent either 18 years of their life or their whole life preparing to take over as council members in the floating kingdom of Celestin. In doing so, the current council whisks the group away the morning of the new year. They found themselves down below in chambers far beneath the temple to the gods. Entering through a large doorway, the 5 found themselves facing rather easy or annoying challenges before finding themselves at the apex of Celestin. The sword that was used for the original hero this kingdom was named after to raise it into the sky during the separation. As the group walk into the room, they find the energy creates a spectral night and a fight ensues. With the party successful in defeating the knight, they all gather around the blade and each have a vision of a world they don't recognize. Sovereign Morellor Alina explains that the blade gives visions of possible futures each of them would be involved in on the surface world below. The party is confused until she leads them all to the cliffside. It dawns on the party their true trial was not the temple. It is to explore the surface below and return when they feel ready. Quickly, with some words of encouragement from the council, they are all forced off the rock and begin to fall. With a long drop, they eventually end with the help of a featherfall spell into a spiked bramble forest. The party quickly becomes lost and meets various different creatures that live there, including a large snake dinosaur that chases them not once, but twice through the forest. Eventually, the party finds their way out into a small farming town called Jarlford. The group find their way through this town until they find a small inn where they find food, drink, and information regarding the Bramblewood. Now, they try to find their bearings in this new situation and find rest in the inn. So, you guys can all take a long rest as you guys found a nice stay at Lucy's Hut, the only inn in Jarlford. And with the sun shining through the windows and the curtains, the sounds of cows, chickens, sheep, other barnyard animals and birds calling in the morning, the day in this new world is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Tecton doesn't sleep. He stays up all night thinking and panicking and planning.
So you do not take a long rest, and you take a point of exhaustion.
You fool.
Okay.
DM.
Yes.
Just a quick question about spells. I'm still new to playing Wizard.
Yeah, of course.
Ritual spells. Do I need to have them prepared to cast them?
So long as they have the ritual tag and you have them prepared in your spell book, you just have to take an extra, I believe it's like 10 minutes onto the spell's casting time.
So they could be unprepared and I could still cast Identify? Yeah. Or do I need to have it prepared?
Nope, you don't have to have it prepared.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm sorry, I lied to you, Liam.
It's all good.
It's just, I think it's 10 minutes onto whatever the casting time is. So if it's like a 10-minute casting time, it's 20 minutes instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or if it's like one action, then it's like 10 minutes, 6
2
seconds.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Freya will get up and she'll go downstairs and wait for everyone else.
Ramses will get up, like a huge stretch in his bed, like leans back to crack his back. Ugh, it is morning already. And he will also go downstairs to meet up with everyone.
Kariat is gonna sit up in her hay bed, and she's gonna inspect the room. Is there anything in the little bedside table?
Pulling it open, there seems to be a small, map of the area. It leads to the next couple towns, but not like a full-scale continent map.
No, but that's still way better than what we have now, which is nothing, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and acquire that fucking map.
There's a Bible, too.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Dude, it's Paylor's Tanner strat here.
Yeah.
The Paylor of the community.
Y'all remember about Sunday, yeah?
It's just a one pamphlet. That's everything. It's just don't forget to show up.
Don't
Don't forget Sunday. That's it.
Blank panels,
Yeah.
and then
They-
don't
they-
forget Sunday.
What happened Sunday?
They write in their own dialect. Y'all don't forget.
It's
Y'all don't forget.
it's
you
like
hear?
when people write in dialect for fan fiction. That was the most obnoxious part about fan fiction.
Ari.
Alright. Anytime if you got I'm playing my cards here quite literally because I'm going to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh fan fiction. Anytime anyone wrote like in like Joey, if anybody watched Yu-Gi-Oh, like Joey's
how
accent,
he
it's
had
like the
his-
Brooklyn
Hey, Yug.
accent. So it's hey Yug, and it's like so disjointed and so terrible.
Baby dragon.
Yeah,
You gotta find baby dragon.
baby
you-
dragon. So yeah, I hate that. And ironically, there's no such thing as Sunday in this world.
Awesome.
It's a 5-day week.
Oh shit, we forgot it.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
I knew we
said,
forgot
"Don't forget
something when we
Sunday."
dropped off the cliff.
We forgot it so hard it doesn't exist anymore.
What is my name? Who am I?
Fenlo's gonna go down and get breakfast and whatnot because this is a new place. He didn't know. What
It's a
they got
very
for
simple
breakfast.
breakfast: eggs, bacon,
Oh.
toast.
That's fair.
On a pizza.
Not on a
On
pizza.
a pizza.
Not on a pizza. God has
Why?
created a world. You do not need to sunder it like this.
Tecton sort of like listening to the walls, hearing that everyone's gone, unnails the stuff from the barricade from his door, and then goes downstairs,
Okay.
giving like a big fake yawn, like, "Ugh.
Would it be fake though if you didn't sleep?
Isn't sleep so good? Oh,
You
Not
got
as
you
good
got
as the beautiful smell of breakfast in the morning.
you got like bags under your eyes there, sir. You all right?
yeah, I'm just old there. Don't worry about it, youngin.
I
What are we eating?
don't.
Where are we dropping, boys?
I have put the bacon and the toast together on top of each other. That's very good, actually.
That is the most normal meal Carisha's character has ever eaten.
And because you say that now, I dip it in jam because I like it.
You know what?
You know what? That's still not
that
not
bad.
normal.
It's not a salad on a donut.
Yeah,
That was classic and
It
delicious.
was not.
my dad puts peanut butter on Doritos.
Oh.
It's,
I am
that is not the worst thing I've
disturbed.
seen.
I
is
am
upsetting
revolted.
news.
Way of incorporating protein into your snacks.
So Kariad is still up in her room.
Mm-hmm.
Kariad didn't join the others. I'm gonna go through everybody else's drawers.
It's another simple map in each drawer.
It's just a map in every drawer.
Mhm.
All right, I'll leave those maps.
So generous of you.
For not stealing our stuff. Yeah.
That's right. And I'll head downstairs.
Morning.
Good morning, Kariad.
Boreda.
A brand new day to start out. We have so many adventures ahead of us. Do you guys not feel excited?
Yeah. Is Mr. Tecton all right? Do you think?
It looks like shit.
You know I could hear you.
That's-
Okay.
Yeah. That was a little rude. I'm just concerned for his
It was
health.
very rude of you all.
Listen, I got a +3 to Constitution. I'm fine. Okay.
I don't.
You must take
What-
people at face value. If he says he is fine, I am
Strange
sure
how you
he
put
is fine.
numbers to it.
Yeah. What are these
Really?
statistics you're throwing at us here? I mean, this ain't.
I'm sorry. I just had a.
Perhaps you are a visual learner. Do you see pie charts in your head?
do you see pie chart? I like that.
Do you see pie?
Do you see pie chart?
I wanna
I need
slam
to
a fist
know.
down on the table.
Clang, 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 clang. All, as the thud hits,
Okay,
all the
okay,
shitty
listen up.
utensils hit.
Listen up. And then I'm gonna stand on the table. I'm gonna.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right.
I think he has a point.
How's it?
Fred's just
Yeah,
gonna like sit back and just
I do
watch.
have a point there. All right, we gotta figure something out, and that thing that we have to figure out is what in the darn heck we're doing down here. HE double hockey stick. Excuse my language. Now, I was mulling over what we were gonna, do, and I think, of course, we were gonna go to the mayor there and figure out if we're okay to be in this town or if they know of Celestin or anything. But I also had the revelation there that we need to get back to Celestia. I think that's the point of dropping us, and I also believe that we should bring something back for the good folks there, as a sort of offering, because, we were chosen, and, I think we should give some back to them, and I don't know what that'll be, but, that's just my thoughts, surrounding that. And I just needed to get that out there.
Now, I am a little bit surprised that you have decided to stand on the table to tell us that, but I do agree also.
That was a sitting conversation. I thought that was right there.
I'll sit down on the table. Eye level with Cariad and Ramsey.
I nominate bringing back the pizza.
I like this one.
Yeah.
They think outside the box.
That might have to be like something we do right before we go back, because this is, not for nothing. This food seems perishable.
Is to bring pizza to Celestin? Why don't we just ask for a recipe?
You know
If
what?
I had to...
It's a good start, Fenlo.
Going back to the main... Oh, I'm sorry, Freya. You are trying to say point, and I am keeping interrupting.
Thank you. So, what I think we should do is we should make a list, and as we're going throughout our journeys down here, we'll make a list of things we should bring back, whether it be something physical or some kind of knowledge. Maybe some drawings. We meet any weird creatures down here, like that fucking weird thing. Oh, that's Irish. Like that fucking... you know what? Like that big snake we saw in the forest.
Freya, I like the idea. Tecton, you keep lists and pie graphs in your mind. Will you keep track of it for us?
I second that, Freya. And no, I don't have pie charts in my mind. Thank you.
How many pies can you fit in that bakery up on your head there?
I'm gonna sit back down on the bench.
Freya's going to pull out of her bag like a pocketbook. And she's gonna take out like a quill.
Does Freya have all of that?
Improv. She's got a spell book.
You see like
in like the first page, like where the contents would be. She's gonna write like it's a blank page, because I say it's a blank page, and she's gonna write things to bring back in like nice kind of neat cursive, and with like a little like banner underneath it, and she's gonna write like a 1 and a dot.
Is Freya inventing bullet journals?
Pizza.
Freya invents bullet journals. Easy scroll. I thought it was just gonna be like burning hands, identify, scorching ray, shopping list, like
Pizza.
But yeah, now that she has brought it out, you see she's holding like actually like kind of an old looking, kind of like thick spell book, and she's finishes writing down pizza. But she spells it with 2 S's because she's not sure how it's actually spelled.
P-I-T-S-A, pizza.
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 I thought it was like I thought it was named after some guy named Pete, so it was Pizza.
Pizza.
You know?
Pizza.
Pizza.
She writes like 3 different like P-I-T-Z-A
Keep scratching
/ P-E-T-E-Z-A.
We're gonna kidnap a guy named Pete.
No, why?
Also-
no, we ain't. Why on earth would we do that?
It was a joke, Fenlo. It's okay there.
Pisa is in the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Just put that in your pocket.
Yeah.
Also,
Don't
I have
talk too fast.
been Also, I have been thinking, as much as I do think the list is very good for some things, I think it is too organized, and we should probably feel our way through how things are going to go. I don't think we can plan everything step for step, and honestly, it is not really my style. I would much rather go in with heart, you know?
No, I think I agree with you there, and I did mention that already. So, we just got to feel out where our journey takes us and what little tidbits that we can bring back for the people as a lesson.
It's going to take me to the orange juice counter real quick. Bye. Let me go get orange juice.
Right.
They have coffee, water, or apple juice.
Aw.
I will take apple
Okay,
juice.
you get any apple juice.
Ramsey looks towards, Fenlo's, apple juice and says, I will also take an apple juice.
You see Lucia like, oh, yeah, sure. And she, kind of gets you a cup and brings it over.
What was that?
I'm
What
not.
was that eyebrow wiggle? Freya, what are you doing? Why are you waggling your eyebrows?
I have a tick.
What, like the bug?
No, like a nervous tick in my face.
Oh,
Oh, that is
Thanks.
good to know. We will know when you are uncomfortable now. Why are you upset?
No,
Can I-
thanks for bringing it up. I'm actually really sensitive about it.
can I roll inside?
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you.
Because it's
So we headed to the mayor's.
Yep.
Ramsey,
standing up.
slides out his chair and, stands up as well.
Freya will get up and pat Fenlo on the back.
Ow.
I've actually found a map of the area.
Where'd you find that?
It was in the bedside table.
Oh, dang.
Very good.
That's where
Is that
everyone
first
got
to
with these
take,
tiny
or is that-
shampoos.
Ramsey, in his large hands, finishes the apple juice like it's a shot and puts the glass on the counter. All right, are we going?
Yeah!
Yeah.
To the mayor's!
Turns out, it's Highlander.
Everyone brings out their weapons.
Oh,
Lucy, drops a plate of dishes, oh my god!
To the mayor's charge!
Alright.
Yeah.
So you guys all finish your breakfast, finish your drinks like shots, and then get up, pass through the town. The farmers have been up way early. Oh, Lucy waves back as you leave. The farmers, as you're going through the area, seem to be hard at work. They are tilling the fields, watering the fields, petting a cow or something. So whatever farmers, do with their time. They're hard-working folk, and I cannot do them justice.
Petting cows.
Just petting cows. Like Stardew Valley, right? You pet your cow each day, and then it gives you milk at some point, because it's
Get
happy.
their love points up.
Yeah.
You have to
They
keep
are
the
very
cow
lucky.
happy.
You must be. They are very lucky. You must be very relaxing to pet such nice
If
dogs.
you don't pet
all
your
the time.
chickens enough,
Such nice dogs. Did you say nice dogs?
They are just grass
They are
dogs.
big grass dogs.
Big grass
We have
dogs.
cows in Celestin.
Just because I know it is called a cow does not mean I want to call it a cow.
But
It is
ain't
a grass dog.
It ain't a dog, though. It's its own thing.
When I say dog, I use it as metaphor, Fenlo. Have you heard of it before? I will explain if not, don't worry.
That ain't a metaphor.
Perhaps that is not what metaphor means.
It's like an,
I don't-
an
What's
idea
a
wearing
metaphor?
another
That's just-
idea's hat.
A
That's just...
metaphor is comparing one thing to another in order to get a point across.
Yeah, but this ain't a metaphor. This is just factually wrong. I can say Freya is a frost giant, but she ain't.
I see this bothers you. I will be more accurate in the future.
Is that a comment about my weight?
What?
Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
Don't
I
do
think-
that. Don't
I
do
would
that.
be careful. You are on 2 strikes now. 3, and I fear she will kick your ass.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, I very easily could.
Oh, Ramsey kind of
I-
chuckles a little bit.
eventually you guys do make yourself known in front of the giant mansion at the center of town. It's not like a giant. It's not like wings full of it. It's just far bigger than the other houses here. 2 stories, connected onto it with a what looks to be new, newer lumber compared to the makeup of the old house. It looks to be a store connected to the house. Multiple windows, kind of with the curtains drawn. Some of them are open. What do you guys do?
Are there any guards
Nope.
or people outside?
Nope.
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 Go up and
Nope.
give her a knock.
There's silence for but a moment. Then you hear big lumbering footsteps, just and then the door, and you see just an eye from it. Yes.
Good day there. We were hoping to make an appointment with the mayor on a diplomatic mission of sorts. My name is Tecton Neffelhart. Who might I be speaking to? I look up to.
The mayor.
Oh, sir. I didn't expect you to answer your own door. That's very.
The door closes. You hear about 3 locks. Clink. And standing in front of you is a half-orc with red skin, a nice kind of deep red, hair kind of pulled back into a tight bun, leather armor, a half-orc woman.
I would like to look up at her and extend my hand for a handshake.
Rationale.
Tecton Neffelhart, like I said, pleased to make your acquaintance. These are my fellow adventurers, Ramses, Fenlo, Freya, and Cariat.
Cariat will give a salute.
You see, she regards you all and pleasure to meet you. Now, you said something about a diplomatic mission.
Yep, that's correct. Do you happen to know about Celestin, the floating city, of course?
She gives you this look that is oh, no.
No? Well, this might sound a bit far-fetched then, but we are...
Mr. Tecton. Do we want to be telling people about that?
I just have a quick side thing here with my my acquaintances.
Sure.
Sorry to leave you
no,
waiting.
I'll just wait here.
How do you spell their name?
Rationale.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
Raishenel, I think. Rationale.
R-A-I.
Okay,
Cool.
I spelled it very differently, but I'm sure it's fine.
It doesn't matter as long if you know what it is and you know it's fine.
So long as I pronounce it rationale.
Oh, Rationale.
I would like
Okay,
to
I was spelling Rysel.
angrily whisper, this was my idea that we were going to go lie or whatever, and everyone said, oh, tell the truth, and that's what I'm trying to do.
No, but
And then now we're saying that we're going back on that? What's going on here?
No, I didn't. I didn't think you were going to be like, hey, by the way, we're representatives. We're going to be the future, essentially.
Well, that's the
of this
truth.
town that's up in the sky. Well, yeah, but it also makes us sound like we're absolutely insane out of our mind, and whatnot. You know, can we see Celestin? I look up.
No, you can't actually. Just see clouds.
Yeah. Yeah.
I come into this conversation, I put a hand on Tecton's shoulder, and I say, hi, maybe don't yell at the kid. He's asking a pretty fair question. Clearly, if the highest official in this town doesn't know who we are or where we're from, maybe we just say we're outsiders, because that's technically still the truth.
I ain't a kid. I'm 18 and a half. But thank you. But still.
Tecton, I think you should just speak from your heart, whatever feels right.
You know what, Mrs. Mayor, sorry about that. As I was saying, we are simply a band of adventurers here. Some of us are from far off locales, but we don't need to go into that. And we were just here to touch base with you, and just let you know that we're at your service if you need us, and we would like to know a bit more about the town, and maybe a map of the surrounding. No, we actually have that.
I have that.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, maybe just a map of the whole continent if you happen to have that on hand.
She looks over at you all and I'm not sure if I have a map in my possession of the continent. Probably the next best place to look would be Wallaford, the town over. If you need some basic adventuring gear, the store next door sells it, but maps, little hard to come by, a little hard to find a cartographer in the area.
Well, something else.
Speaking of the area, how big is the area?
Depends on which area you're looking for. If you're looking for Jarlford, she motions outward. That's about it.
That does not seem so
This is-
bad, and I turn towards the
this is
group as
what
I
we
say
got.
that.
Yeah,
Well,
nice.
while we're here, and, maybe before we go heading out, we're sort of a group that goes around helping people out
You're
with
mercenaries.
problems. Yes,
Yeah.
so, Lucy, I'm sure you
I know
Lucy,
her, yes.
she's a delight. Yes, a lovely girl. She was telling us about the Bramblewood and how you're having trouble with it. Now, we were wondering if you maybe had some other problems we could help you with, and
No,
How do we stop your problems from being problems? Let us assist. The town is beautiful. You worship Pelor. I cannot ask for a more lovely place. How do we help?
well, there's a 500 gold bounty on whoever can stop the Bramblewood and get rid of it.
Right.
And what is the history of the Bramblewood?
It showed up here about a year ago. It sprouted overnight. It was small for a little while. We cut it down. Next morning it came back bigger. And eventually, it just kept growing.
So was the Bramblewood originally just open
Yes.
field?
It was off the town line, and now it's intersected into others' territory, other people's property.
Has it kept growing since, has
It
it?
hasn't stopped growing.
grown
No,
anymore
it keeps
since-
growing. A few people, if you look over there, and she points over to a field of farmers. It's grown about 1.5 feet into their fields just last night.
Last night?
Oh, dang. That's
Is
pretty
that
fast.
normal, or does it usually grow about a foot?
About a
and a half,
1.5 feet, 2. Sometimes it's 10 if there's rain. Depends. There's no exact definition on how many feet it grows. It's different every time, but it's causing problems, killing crops.
Is anyone else
other than
trying
me.
to stop it?
Some others have come by, few groups. They tend to come out very quickly. Something about large snake dinosaur.
Oh
Or
yeah, that
people with
yeah,
half
we
a
saw
snake
that.
Can
body.
attest to that. Yes, very strangeness. Yes.
Something about 500 gold
other-
not being worth it.
Ooh. Other than that, is there any other information that you might have on the brambles that we might benefit from if we were to go and take care of this problem?
She looks to the right, looks at the bramblewood. It's very pointy.
On
Alright.
this map, could you place the origin?
She takes your map that you got from the. She goes, "Oh, I see you got this from Lucy's," and
Right.
It's got a maze on the back.
find your way through the bramble.
Yeah. Find your way to Lucy's hut.
Earn a free slice of pizza.
Win a free chocolate milk with purchase.
Yeah.
She give me a minute. She goes inside. Eventually, she comes out and she takes a quill and a bottle of ink in her one hand and she marks it on the door and hands it over to you. You see on this map, it's probably it's hard to tell because there is no artist representation of the Bramblewood on the map itself.
But is the map topographical? Are there lines showing like the terrain?
Oh, no. It is a very basic here is the thing. Here is a local area. It's very artist rendition. If you want to go to a store, you go over here. It's not like a
you take 5 steps down the street.
Yeah, basically. It's Rationale is right that there isn't a ton of cartographers. There is no cartographer here. So having true whatever words you used just now, topographical map is out of their wheelhouse here, and it's not as pertinent in their lifestyle to hand everyone a map who comes in here, who probably typically has a map already, when they have a huge Bramblewood problem to deal with. So it's not very correct. She kind of gives a vague area on the map. It's a lot of, and if you find yourself near a giant coral reef, you've gone too far. You should have turned left at Albuquerque. So yeah, it's very simple. Very she kind of points to you. She goes, it's possibly a couple miles off. Originally, a traveler was coming in through that area, the north, and then they found it. They said it was a weird-looking growth. A few people went out. They cut it down. Thought it was simple. Then next day, came back, and then about a week later, it was coming in on property.
That should be fine, thanks.
And she looks at you, Karia, and she goes, "Nice bow."
Thank you. And Karyad's gonna blush a little.
Because I've dabbled in, mainly archery is my form of expression, but I've dabbled in swords and some magic in my life.
I don't have any magics, but I am quite skilled with this. Point to the bow in her bed.
You sound very skilled. It is no surprise that the gods have chosen you.
It's not the gods, it's the town.
God didn't have nothing to do with it.
I've protected the town for 25 years.
No gods or kings, only men. That's Bioshock.
We know.
It didn't look like everyone did.
She looks around at you all and she goes, "You are more than welcome to go and try. If the town is helped from this onslaught of spike shit, I'm sure everyone would be grateful to your help."
Not only will we try, but with 100% success rate, we will achieve your mission, and we will destroy the Bramblewoods entirely. And you have my promise and my word as a Nephilim. And
Karyad looks very shocked.
I do a hit with my bone on the ground.
Ramsey takes a step back and shoots both his hands out in excitement. He says, "That is confidence." And then
You guys are very new adventurers, aren't you?
Yeah, very much so.
I kind of figured. I had the same gumption when I was maybe some of your ages. Maybe not you two. And she motions to the doors. She goes, "Well, in any case, I wish you luck. The bounty will be here if you succeed in killing the Bramblewood. And if not, no hard feelings."
And is there any sort of discount there if we go to your shop beside your place, knowing that we are 100% guaranteed to destroy this? If we could have some...
When I have the proof that the Bramblewood is killed, I'll give you a 10% discount.
For life.
Not after the thing is completed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
If I had
life.
to give a discount to every person that said it was a 100% guaranteed victory, I would not have a business.
be pretty bankrupt pretty quick. People could just like buy the stuff and then just not deal with the Bramblewood, and then they get a free discount. You ain't never run a business, have you, Mr. Tecton?
No, actually I have. I am just trying to get some free stuff, family.
It ain't. Why would they give us free stuff?
It's a small town. I'm just whispering.
What? That...
Thank you very much, and I'm actually going to go over to...
Okay.
Makes even less sense for them to give us free stuff if they're a small town with a small, localized economy.
And well, I feel like you know something about business. I would like to talk to you further about that, since I think you know more than I do.
I just balanced the books for the council a few times. Ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's very impressive. You could learn something from Tecton, though. He was radiating confidence when he said that.
Yeah, well,
a little bit more. But you do have a wide variety of knowledge. I am curious of learning. I will listen.
Well, I mean, he's got the confidence, but like, misplaced, maybe a little bit. he just said 100% guarantee that we've never failed.
And if we do, then we are telling the truth. So we must just succeed.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Freya...
And I'm gonna pat Fenlo on the back pretty hard.
Ow!
Freya will walk by Fenlo and whisper, he may have confidence, but doesn't have brains. He's a sorcerer. Doesn't really have to.
That's fine.
You just keep walking.
Raishano goes, pleasure meeting you all. And turns pointedly to you, Cariad. Goes, if you ever want to learn more skills, come by when you're done with the Bramblewood.
Okay.
For the listeners,
Cariad,
Eric just
you have a
made
mentor now. That is
sex
brilliant.
hand symbol.
Cariad is beat red.
Also, I should mention that Raishano looks middle-aged. She looks about 50 years old.
Oh.
That's
Big,
fine.
like, white tusks.
Oof!
How old do orcs live?
Like normal human lifespans.
Really? Man, D&D
Unfortunately.
races suck. Nothing lives longer than like 100.
Elves, dwarves?
Yeah, that's it. Not
I'm
tieflings,
sure
not
there's, like,
orcs,
other
not
ones.
fucking goblins.
But, like, why would you want to live forever? Life is so short, but so
gonna have to go now.
insufferably long. Jenna Marbles, 2017.
Not in D&D.
I love how perfectly you quoted that. Jenna Marbles.
I don't think it's 2017. It's more like 2018 or something.
I would have been very impressed.
Still, though,
if
I
you
love-
actually-
I actually got the timestamp. It's like, hey, 17 minutes, 28 seconds, January 1st,
This
Title of the
2019.
So we're going to a shop, and then I'll put this out there. Don't think we can take care of the Bramblewoods today, or tomorrow, or maybe in a week.
Why not?
Why not?
Do you remember the size of that snake in there?
Well,
And then
yeah,
the size
but
of
that
the smaller snake, which was still bigger and buffer than any of us.
Well, yeah, but that was because we didn't know it was there, and we all panicked when we had to be all stealthy like and whatnot.
Oh, right, because we've all grown in that one day.
Ramsey
Well, I mean-
stops for a second, and he kind of looks around at the fields that are there, and then he kind of looks off to see where the Bramblewood is, and he says, "When I had my vision when I touched the sword, this place could not have been more beautiful, and when I see the Bramblewood, it is a eyesore, and it is not meant to be here. If we can eliminate it, I think it might be worth the try. It is a future we have the ability to change. Otherwise, I worry about the fate of this wonderful town."
And
Freya's
Miss
gonna
Freya,
kind of lean on her side and put her hands on her hips and just kind of stare at the Bramblewood and just gonna say, well, I would say if we had any way of taking care of it, she's kind of biting on the tip of her wand, I'd say we'd have to go to the center. Maybe there's something there that's forcing it to grow out.
That's what I was thinking.
That's where my train of thought would go. Start at the center and work your way out. But the problem is, we were walking around in there for like 2 hours, and we got all roped around. So we don't quite have a way of reliably travelling in there. Also, we're all more brittle than peanut brittle. So if
Then
we go...
perhaps I was wrong about not making plan. Perhaps we do make plan and we gather information and then we go in. Better chance of success.
Yes, I'm not saying that we don't do it. I'm saying we should do it. I thought that was what you said. You know, I want to help these people. They've shown us nothing but kindness. But we can't help them if we go in and just die. I appreciate that you want to help everyone you meet. That's absolutely fine. But don't overestimate your own abilities before you have a chance to show them off.
Well, if you get hurt, Miss Freya, I can heal y'all with the power of Asomarian magic and whatnot.
Sorry, what'd you say?
If you get hurt, I can heal you with Asomarian magic and whatnot.
Excellent.
Right, there's no flaws in my plan at all. Let's do it. Let's go in right now.
I mean,
and she's just smiling, and she holds an arm out to the forest.
Well, that just seems a bit rash. I mean, we should probably prepare a little bit first. Let's go into the store.
Exactly.
All right.
To the store!
You enter. The sign. There is no sign at the store. It's just a store.
How do we know it's the store?
There is a large window.
There's a sign that says store.
Has a bunch of things on a shelf with price tags.
We just walk into somebody's house. That's just how I display my shit. Get out.
I put labels on it so everyone knows that I'm rich.
Yeah.
I just want them to know that I paid several $100s for this Space Marine tank.
You're looking at a Space Marine tank,
They're
aren't you?
Space Marines.
No.
Oh. I was like, what the fuck is a Space Marine tank?
A giant tank slams down on Freya. She's crushed to death. That's what it is.
Wait, why Freya? It was Fenlo who said it.
She pops out and she's got the hole in her tooth like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I was thinking you were gonna...
A pair of ruby slippers come out from under it.
Yeah, and they roll up.
Give me the slippers, Dorothy! So, you guys enter this simple little, kind of shacked store, add a room. You guys enter, cling, cling. There's a little bell above the door. There are, rows of different items. They're all, very simple. It's not a magic shop by any means. It looks like a basic quality of life general store. At the back, there is a man really buff. He's probably 30s, brown hair, pulled down freckles, farmer's tan, many scars that run up his arms and kind of up his neck as well. And he's wearing simple clothing. And he goes, "Hey, what can I do for you?"
Yeah, I'm looking for some armor. Is that something that y'all use guys carry?
No, sorry, you'd have to travel to Walliford for that. We have enough supplies for you to get to Walliford.
So you have rations?
Yeah, we got plenty of rations.
For what?
Yeah.
Okay. Could I?
Do you have a compass?
We should have one. Let me just look it up. He pulls out a really big book.
I was about to say he goes to his computer and checks the inventory real quick.
What the fuck is that?
His book says Google across it.
Spyglass, spikes, signal whistle, shovel, merchant scale, sack, rope.
Oh, a merchant scale. Hey, Fenlo, you could use that, right? Because you're an economist or whatever,
Alright, the business now.
To answer your question about a ration, each ration lasts you for a day is at 5 silver pieces.
Okay.
It would probably do well if we are to travel to get food. Yeah.
Just apparently, there's no compass in the adventuring gear table.
He can summon us a compass.
Pouch, crowbar, clothing, chest, chalk, chain, case, candle, caltrops. Yeah, no compass. Sorry, we're all out of compasses.
Oh my god, guys, Liv's having a stroke.
Okay, so it's 3 silver for 1 ration?
5 silver for 1 ration.
5 silver. So I'm going to put down 5 gold, and that should be
10 rations.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, he gladly accepts your 3 golds and.
And how much is that spyglass up there?
The spyglass is 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna pass on that
Sure.
one. That's very. That must be your most expensive item
It's one of them.
in this store.
It's one
no?
of them.
Okay, but no
In,
armor, right?
in terms of prettiness, yes.
You know what? Maybe some rope. How much you got? Rope?
Sure. Yeah, I've got plenty of rope. Are you looking for 50 feet? Are you looking for 10 feet? Are you looking for silk or hempen?
I don't even know the difference. Cariad, would you know which one's stronger there?
I believe hempen.
Okay. Good. How much would 5 gold get us?
250 feet of rope.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna load it all on my shoulders.
Okay. You are buried. As he pulls out big wheels of rope.
Like at a fabric shop.
But can I hold it? Or, like,
Yeah, you can hold it. It's total it's 50 pounds.
okay, I got.
Oh yeah, you're easy enough. Yeah. You can carry all this rope. And you pay 5 gold for 250 feet of hempen rope.
So 5 silver
yes.
for 1 day of rations? Okay.
Can I ask you super quick, how long does it take to get from here to
Walliford, about a day. If you leave pretty early in the morning, you can get there probably in the evening.
Alright.
If you're walking, if you have a horse, then it's probably going to be like half a day, probably like 10 hours.
What's Walliford like?
You see him get this look on his face where he's trying to find a reason to say something good about it. But he just can't bring himself to say it. He goes, "It's disgusting."
You guys have a bit of a rivalry going
No,
on?
I just don't like it.
Oh.
Honestly, this town does provide a lot of food to Walliford, but if you're looking to go to a place, forget all your problems and indulge in unhealthy habits, Walliford's your place.
Oh.
They got some sort of a brothel? Is that what you're
No, I think that's probably the best place there, honestly. Just a lot of party people. A lot of...
I'm learning a lot about this shopkeep.
While this is happening, Ramses is going to put 50 silver pieces down for 10 days of rations.
Sure, yeah.
I get hungry.
Sure, yeah, and he loads it all up for you and takes the silver.
I'll do 2 gold, so that should get me 4.
I'll do 5 gold and get 10 days of rations.
Okay.
I will put down 5 so I can get 5 gold so I can get the full 10.
I like how it's only session 2 and we already have a shopping episode.
And I got an extra dagger here. How much would you take for a dagger?
Wow.
It says, I'm looking at my pie chart in my head and it says 2 gold pieces.
Is that what it says on the weapon?
He's very good.
Oh.
Yeah, and cost.
Just gotta check my pie chart real quick.
I'll take it off your hands for 2 gold.
Well, actually it belonged to my great uncle here. So, I'd love to really give it, but unfortunately, I can't part with that today unless you were going to go for 3 gold.
Oh my
Make a
God,
persuasion
man.
check.
With disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's a 13.
He goes, if it's so sentimental, you should keep it.
I love that you self-imposed disadvantage.
I didn't really like it that much. 2 gold will be fine.
It's not self-imposed, it's because they have exhaustion.
Ah, okay. Thank you. I forgot about that.
Right.
He gladly accepts your dagger and hands you 2 gold pieces.
I just start looking
Would
around
you
the
be
top.
willing? Would you be willing to buy maybe 2 more? I don't really have a use for these.
I'll buy 2 for 3 gold.
All right, I'll take that.
Hands you 3 gold.
Ramsey like reaches into his pocket and he's like, "What if you guys keep pulling out these knives, and why can I not do it?"
It's because you don't have knives.
For Eric, who's looking around, anything on the adventuring gear table is on the table except for anything innately magical. Except he does have in the glass display case that he uses as his desk 4 potions of healing, priced at 50 gold a piece.
Those are expensive.
Can't afford that.
Just saying, a Samarian healing magic is free.
But also once a day.
Oh, that's true.
Well, I couldn't buy that if I wanted to. I only have 19 gold left, so...
Yeah, I've got like 22. Or 23.
Oh, you know what? How much would the oil come up to here?
What is it saying?
I don't actually see a
Oh.
price on it there.
Oil for like a lantern?
It just says oil.
Alright, hold on. Let me find it. Oil, a flask, 1 silver piece.
I'm gonna take 10, just so I don't have to go into
Sure.
silver. And manacles?
2 gold pieces.
Let's just... Yeah, I'm gonna add it to the tab.
Sure, yeah.
And do you have many caltrops?
Should have caltrops. Do you see them on the adventuring table? I did say
What's
a
the
bag of
adventuring
20 is 1 gold piece.
I'll get 3 bags.
3 bags, 3 gold pieces. He goes, I'm going to assume you guys are probably going into the Bramblewood.
Oh yeah.
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 Very insightful.
Do we have to get to
No.
Wallowford? Or Wallowford?
No, it's... The
What?
Bramblewood's
I thought
to
we
the
were-
north of the town. Wallowford is west.
But given their description, I don't think Wallowford's someplace we want to be.
If you want to be in Party Town, go right ahead. I don't like Wallowford. Some people love it. Some people love to spend their money. Some people like to spend other people's money or money they don't even have to have a good time for 3 days, vomit on their shoes, and then leave after. But I like my home ground town right here. Thank you.
You know what, Fenlo? I think it might actually do you good if you were to go to Walford, you know? Maybe get some experience under your belt, so to speak.
In what?
Forget I said it.
He's talking about sex.
Yeah, alright. Thank you very much for your kind shop. It's very lovely, but we must be going. And she's gonna like kind of go and kind of start pushing Fenlo's back towards the exit. It's like,
He
come
does a
on,
very
let's
like
go.
sarcastic, like
I'm-
flourish hand motion, like come again. Don't die in the Bramblewood.
Miss Freya, I ain't a kid. You don't have to escort me out whenever somebody mentions something that's more than PG-13.
Alright. I know you're not a kid.
Yeah, come
Just
on, you're
think-
smothering him
What?
there. Come on, you just let him out of the nest.
There ain't no nest. Okay. No, we did get kicked out of the nest, didn't we? Literally got kicked out of the nest.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, he doesn't need to be shoved into something he doesn't want to necessarily pursue at this moment.
But you
It's
did not
not
ask
something-
him if he wants to.
It's not something you should
want to
just...
pursue sex, Fenlo.
Yes!
Session 2,
Yeah, that's
everybody.
okay. You can answer later.
Oh
and
yeah, that's a
then
good
Ram's
joke.
gonna
That's
keep
a really
walking.
good joke, Ramsey. That's a that's a knee slapper there. All right,
Kariat is wheezing.
Oh, by the way, I almost forgot to mention.
we're all gonna die.
Fenlo, you
Yeah,
can
we're
heal,
dead.
and also I can as well.
You can heal?
I keep forgetting to say that. I have a couple
You
of
can-
abilities myself that may come in handy.
You can. Oh, right. You're the Holy Warrior type. You can heal. Right. I kind of forgot what
That
class
is right.
you were because you used Eldritch Blast last time.
It's easy to forget. He could totally be a barbarian or a fighter, and it covers it. But he's very religious, as far as you guys can see.
So are we going into the Bramblewood? Because I really don't think that's a good idea.
Well, I mean, like,
Well, we just
500
promised
gold.
the mayor. All of us collectively said that we were going to.
No, Mr. Tecton. With all due respect, I think you did.
I don't think you're remembering that right.
I don't think she was gonna hold you to that. I think she was giving you a look the whole time, like, and I might be reading this wrong, but she looked like she didn't have the level of confidence that you have there.
Hey, listen, we're the council of we're the council of Celestin, and
not yet. We ain't. Not yet. We ain't.
Well, if we can't handle some stinking trees there, how do you think we're gonna govern a whole body of people? We gotta get some experience under our belts, Mr. Moneybags. Wall Street.
Although how Tecton words it is depends on how you take it. I do agree. I do think that handling the bramble soon, when we are prepared, would be a good idea. I don't like the idea of leaving this fate up to chance. This place is beautiful, and I feel obligated to preserve it.
I'm with this one, and I'm gonna place a hand on Tecton's head. Because I can't reach his shoulder.
Alright, so, and she's gonna look at Finlaw and Ramses, and she's gonna say, alright, so which one's gonna tell the council when we get back that Cariad and Tecton died 2 days into our journey?
Well, I was actually thinking of that, and when Cariad ran off, I had visions of, bringing her dead body back, or God forbid, having to explain to the previous council members that her body was in the gullet of some old ugly monster there. But then I thought about it, and that's actually even if one of us dies, so to speak, there, that's we become a martyr, we get replaced or something like that. It's not gonna be me, just saying. But if some of us were to die, I don't think it would be too bad for the morale of Celestin.
Tecton, sometimes I think that your confidence is out of fear.
No.
And Ramsey waves a finger at you.
No, that's conspiracy.
How's about we don't plan on dying none?
I agree.
And
let us not die.
And not have to learn how hard it's gonna hit if we do.
I'm just saying, you don't even have to bring me back.
What do you mean?
What the fuck are we talking about?
What is that? We ain't gonna die.
If I drop, leave me where I lie.
No! I'm bringing you back.
Well, Cariad, come on.
I'm not even sure I want to go back.
Oh, come on. Every other time.
I've been meaning to ask why. It is my understanding there that the people who are reluctant to take power are, in some cases, more wise and maybe more fit to lead. And in that respect, I do admire your temperament, Cariad. But your whole, sort of pessimistic and denouncement of leadership there, I don't think it's very befitting, especially since we come this far.
And
well, that's all I have to say. I don't know.
And it ain't like we've heard this conversation 13 times in the past year.
Alright, well, if you don't like it, you don't have to talk to me.
I believe it or not,
listen.
do, because we're gonna be on the same council together.
And we're also going through a deadly forest, and you're the only woods person that we're allied with.
We are not going through the forest.
I say we put it to a vote. Because right now you are trying to tell us what to do. I do not agree with that. I think that we as a council will need to get used to voting and coming to agreements not all of us will be on board with. So?
I certainly am.
I am also on board in going into the Bramble.
Yeah, we gotta deal with that.
I would have to agree.
And that means it is 3 against 2. Am I not wrong?
No, it's 4 against 1.
Oh. Hey, Freya, what does democracy taste like? Tastes sour, doesn't it?
It tastes like freedom.
You were gonna get slapped.
Ramses puts like a hand on like Fenlo's shoulder when he says that it's 4 against 1 and kind of gives it like a light shake, like good to have you kind of thing. And then he turns towards Freya and says, "You say we are not prepared to go into the bramble and that we are overestimating ourselves, but perhaps you are underestimating us. And yourself. I'm not saying we will be perfect at it, but what I am saying is that we should not assume failure before we have given it a try."
No.
Here.
That's... You know what? It's fine. Lived a good 84 years.
Oh, God.
Let's go into the forest. And she'll start walking towards the forest.
Do we all feel
That's
it?
the spirit.
Yeah.
I suppose we are ready.
Take my buck ton from the bottom.
All right. As you guys all begin to make your way to the forest, every so often, like the farmers and their families kind of like stop and wave at you all as you guys are heading towards the forest. They seem to like, this seems to be like a routine for them at this point now, seeing someone make their way slowly into the forest to come back out later. And as you guys kind of cross into this little pathway, that seemingly led to someone's field that is now overrun with bramble, you guys step back into the tight, spiky forest to look for a way to stop it. Hi, welcome to the interim of Chronicles of Gaia. I'm gonna get really quickly into it just to get you guys back into the action. Hi. If you like this podcast, please rate and subscribe and like and comment and blah, 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 whatever you have to do. You've heard this all the time in other podcasts. Go do it. It really helps, especially on a new podcast. If you want to follow us on socials, you can find us on Instagram at cog.rpg and on Twitter, cogrpg. I'm going to say some thank yous. So, thank you to Sieron Thomas for doing our character artwork and our thumbnail for the podcast. You can find him and commission him on Twitter at theshockwave48. If you follow us on Twitter, you'll notice that we have a cool graphic designed, like, animated gift of Celestin, and that's by Ruchika. You can find her on freelancer.com at graphicart13. The intro music, the outro music, and the music that took you to this section here was written by good friend Elk. You can find him on all sorts of places. On Twitter is Lord_Elk. Instagram is elk_lord_art. And if you want to commission him, you can commission him on Kofi at elk_lord. Finally, if you like the audio, the music from today's episode, then you can find it on tabletopaudio.com, made by Tim. He does all the fantasy music that you'll ever need in your tabletop adventures, and you can support him on patreon.com/tabletopaudio. This was a quick intro. I want to get back to editing. I'm laughing a bunch. I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are too, and we will see you guys next week. Goodbye. You guys, what was your plan? Was it to find the center? Was it to do something else now?
Right before they enter, Freya will look at Cariad and say, "Alright, did they mark the center of where this all started on your map?"
That's right. And I'll pull out the map.
Alright. And she'll, like, brush her hair back. She'll, like, look at the map and then look at the forest, and she'll use, what is it called? Minor conjuration. Sick, I got it right. She'll use her minor conjuration and make a compass, and she'll look at the map and to where the center is from, Jarlford. She'll say, alright, so... I guess even if we're working on an approximation, hopefully if we just keep on one straight path, that should just get us right to the center. Which we don't know for sure is where it is. That was just a theory we're working on. Hopefully we get to the center, we find something, and, fix the woods. What a great, well thought out plan with no No flaws or holes in it at all? Alright. And she'll, like, look at the compass and whatever direction the center would be. She'll, like...
Cariad's gonna clap her on the shoulder. That's the spirit.
Like Sideshow Bob noises.
Okay, so everyone dies. No, I'm just kidding. End of campaign. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Next week we'll have
new characters. Hated them all. I wanted to
Next
kill them
week
off
we're gonna
quick.
be starting our we're starting our Fortnite.
Oh God. This is a Minecraft Fortnite Counter-Strike channel now. All right, so we're gonna do, because I hate I hate travel. We're gonna do a skill challenge. So basically, everyone tell me their marching order, please. And because the Bramblewood is going to be so tight, it has to be in a single file line.
Cariad will take either the front or close to the front.
Anybody have any objections?
I'll go behind.
All right, Cariad and Freya. Who's third?
I have the ability to cast light, so I should probably go third then.
Okay.
Just to keep light around us all.
Who's fourth?
I'll take 4. I would also like to tie little pieces of the rope to trees to mark our way back.
Okay, that's clever. Okay.
And Ramsey will be in
Alrighty.
the back, please. I am starting. So
Alrighty. Tecton, I'll say, because you're tying off, any survival checks to make your way back and find your way out will be made with advantage for you, okay?
Smart.
You're leading the way out.
So, how a skill... I don't know if I've played a skill challenge with everyone here. How I do skill challenges is from an amalgamation of different things. Basically, you can use a skill to try and find your way through the forest. It could be a skill. It could be a tool. If you cast a spell to aid you, you can get advantage on it. If you pass, you move successfully through the forest. If you fail, I'm going to roll on the encounter table. And you will have to deal with whatever encounter comes up. Cool? Excellent. Cariad, you are in the front. How would you like to aid your party to finding the center?
I think I'll just go ahead and make a straight nature roll.
Okay, can you...
Because I don't know how athletics
Can you
would help.
describe to me what it is with nature that you are doing?
How I'm using nature to aid in our nature walk. I'm
It's like one
looking
of
at
those
the
things.
trees and I'm making a path through them.
It's like one of those things where you like get the dirt on your
Yeah,
hand,
I'm
you
looking at
sniff it,
I'm looking at
lick it,
moss.
like-
I'm seeing which direction it's growing.
You're like pressing your face up to the tree and sniffing the sap, and you're like, yes, interesting.
Yeah, you know what?
and
That's
the rest of us-
that's a more well thought out idea.
Make me a nature
so
check then.
we know about the approximation of like the direction it is, and we know that moss grows on the north side. So I'm gonna use the moss on the brambles to approximate what direction.
Sure, make me a
he's
nature
going.
check, please.
A 12.
12, okay. I'm just filling out my chart here.
It's not great.
Great. As you guys let Cariad take the lead, finding her through, you see her like touch the moss and feel it in her hands and sniff it every so often.
Be the
she
moss.
eats a little bit of it. And she's like, "It's this way," and you pass up through the bramblewood. You guys try to avoid any spikes you can, but again, it's difficult terrain, so it takes you a little while to get further in through there. I have to roll on the table.
No.
Allow me to roll on the... How about I make Cariad roll on the table? Please roll me a D100. Buddy?
No, I'm
Oh, no, please do it, buddy.
Oh, buddy. That's pretty good. 87.
Oh.
The higher
Grasp
numbers aren't better.
appears.
That's not
Yeah.
better. Oh, I mean 78.
That doesn't make it any better.
Oh no!
You hear violins as the devil show.
Oh, shit.
Ears from around.
The devil Joe went down to Georgia.
You hear the same. You hear the same
gold
jazz
violins playing.
solo from every Sonic Unleashed fight.
When you guys find your way through a clearing, you guys are like, dope, we found it. This is the center. It only took us like 20 minutes. This is great. And you guys find yourself in a clearing full of bodies that are stuck through with branches and brambles. Through hearts, guts, legs, holding them aloft, all in different tableaus of screaming, horrible death. And then you guys hear... And you guys all look up, and hanging from like multiple vines, gasping and looking down at you with crooked neck and broken bones, is a man with no bottom half, but seemingly still alive in some way. And he goes, "Turn back! Turn back! Wait! Turn back! Kill me!"
Kariat is fucking horrified, but she's gonna jump into action and she's gonna train her bow on him. She's gonna shoot him right in the
I won't
face.
even make you roll for it. It's easy enough.
It's like the... Oh, wow.
Ugh. Kariat is gonna weep gently
As you
and
weep,
turn away from the scene.
you watch as his body shrivels up horribly, like every lick of moisture pulls out of his body really quickly, and it just like drips into deep sludge, just onto the floor until all the vines like let go and just hang limply, and there's a pile of like purpley gray mush on the ground.
We have to get out of here.
This...
Okay.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Oh my god, oh my god.
We have to get out of here.
Aren't you gonna do that to the rest of them?
no,
Is anybody else still alive? Yeah, Kariat's gonna look back to the horrific scene.
Make a perception check.
Not good. 8.
8. Looking around, none of them seem to be alive.
Kariat's just panicking at this point.
Yeah, and the most important thing is when you turn around from where you came from, yeah, you don't know where that is.
What about the
wasn't
ropes?
Somebody was leaving ropes.
Fuck, I forgot about the ropes. Okay, there is a rope.
Okay. I've done research about forests. Now hear me out. Sometimes when things get a little too crazy and a forest grows a little too big, there are things called controlled wildfires. I could
No.
set a fire,
No.
and we can keep going. We can
No.
keep going.
You know, Freya, I thought you were supposed to be the voice of rationality and all of this, and you just proposed setting a forest fire to the forest that we are currently inside of.
Yes, well, we have a rope that shows us which way to get the fuck out of this forest. So, we can set a fire and just waltz out. Or we can keep going. And fire is like plan S.
Shouldn't we leave the forest first?
Yeah. It feels like...
No, but here's the thing. Look, I know it sounds weird, but look at the bodies. They have...
I don't want to.
No, they have... I know.
I
Hear
don't
me
want
out. They have almost no moisture to them.
You
So,
want to burn the
if I were to
bodies?
we cremate people all the time.
Yeah, but...
If I were to set the bodies on fire, it would start a fire somewhat strong enough to at least maybe catch some of the canopy. Just throwing it. I'm not saying we have to do it or something else. We can just keep going.
I think-
We can just keep going. I'm just throwing out an idea.
I think we should keep that in our back pocket, but I wouldn't start a fire immediately.
Also, a small point of order, some of the bramblewood is encroaching on Jarlford like fields as well.
You know what? Bad idea. Bad
You
idea.
just burn down the whole town.
We solved your bramblewood problem.
All right, well, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving.
You guys do hear
Oh, man.
from a distance away.
Was that you making the buzz noise?
I see.
Oh, okay.
It seems to be getting closer.
Can we keep moving, please? I don't want to find out what that is.
Well, I mean, what if
Yes,
that's the
please.
thing that's been? What if that's been the thing that's getting the people? We can deal with that problem, and then nobody else is going to end up like this.
Yes, but if we get rid of the forest, it gets rid of the problem.
I don't.
Cariad is
Right,
with
here we go, I guess.
Cariad is with Freya.
Let's move forward.
You
I'm
guys-
gonna cast Shillelagh just in preparation.
Your bone and creates a magical energy just in case. Freya, you are technically next in the order of the skill challenge.
Taking inspiration from what Cariad thought, she wants to try to pinpoint an origin based on what trees look a bit healthier than others, seeing as how they would have been closer to the point of origin, or maybe just have been here longer and have been getting more juice per se.
Alright.
From whatever battery is powering this forest.
Okay.
And with it, she'd kind of want to like investigate it.
Sure. Are you doing a nature check then? Is that what you're going for? Or do you have-
I was hoping for an investigation.
Oh, investigation? Yeah, most definitely. Make me an investigation check.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Please roll me a D100.
Oh, no.
Oh boy, I do love these skill challenges. That's when my dice want to shit their pants. That is 16.
Traveling through the forest even further, trying to right your path and get away from the buzzing that keeps coming forward. You guys quickly lose your... not lose, but like quickly pick up pace and try to avoid as many spikes as you can to avoid whatever it is that killed these. You hear a stream suddenly.
That was the sound of everyone collectively pissing themselves once.
It's taking a piss.
You guys are quickly making your way through the forest to avoid whatever was buzzing before. And in doing so, you kind of stumble into a smaller path where you guys all have to kind of buddy up and keep going in a quick single file line. And then Cariad, as you're kind of walking forward, you kind of see a clear path in the tree that you use to like move your push yourself forward, and then and you look at it as whatever you just pushed on this bark concaves, and you look into the eyes of a sunken expressioned face that you mistaken for a tree at one point. And you've just encaved their ribs.
This is the first
Cariad
quest.
Oh!
Cariad,
That's so good.
Cariad is going to drop
Cariad, you guys watch as Cariad drops to the ground.
and recoil in fear, kicking as far away, backing up.
You quickly hit Freya.
It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. And she'll like put her arms like around her and like kind of pull her into an embrace and like, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
And you
What's
guys,
going on up there?
Another body.
guys see multiple other trees up ahead. Other facial, like expressionless, deep sunken, rotten individuals, all like seemingly melted into the trees.
Can I like inspect the body and
Touched it.
can I inspect the body and see if I can't figure out like what it was that killed him? If it was magic or if it was poison, or if it was something.
Make a medicine check.
Medicine check. I am okay at those. because I don't have a negative, because it's actually a +0. I don't know why I said I'm good at those. That's a 17.
Looking at them, it just seems like they rotted. Kind of looking around at them, it seems like they were just hoisted onto some brambles and just left, and then they rotted.
Oh, so
Also,
it wouldn't necessarily.
They're not wearing.
Oh?
They're not wearing like glamorous gear either. They're wearing a lot of like hides and very piecemeal armor, and none of them seem to be too well off. You maybe get the impression that these people just stumbled into the forest kind of like you guys did at one point, and then just got really unlucky.
Can I look for some armor?
Sure, you can definitely pilfage. Make me an investigation check, please.
That's not bad. That's a 15.
A 15? Yeah, you can definitely pilfage some armor. Let me tell you what kind of armor this is. Let me just find the right word for it. Damn, I don't have it. Hold on. We'll be right back. Peace.
Is it just like leather armor?
It's piecemeal armor. But I don't know if there's an actual, like, card for it.
Full beautiful plate mail.
It shines. It's mithril.
+3 plate mail.
Yeah.
With
It
the symbol
has,
of your god on it.
and furthermore, it's got your initials right there on a little badge right there.
It says Tecton.
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah, that would be scary. That would be more scary
Yeah.
than impressive. Oh my god.
So
It's like
we just
future
stumbled
me.
across some shit that
or
said
something?
Kariad and Tecton and like...
Yeah.
I do think that would mean that this person we will die.
It gets very lost.
We're
Like the TV
definitely
show.
going to die.
there's a polar bear for some reason.
Yeah.
So it is called piecemeal armor, but it is classified in D&D Beyond as hide armor. So you get a base 12 plus your dexterity modifier. It is medium armor.
Okay. I'm going to take off my fine clothes, my hoodie with the all hammer symbol on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to use mold earth to get some of the gross bits away from it,
I
and
can just
maybe
prestidig-
get some of the rotting flesh off of it with my hands.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
gonna put it on,
I can-
put my hoodie back on.
Okay.
On top.
I can prestidigitate the smell off that for you, Mr. Tecton, if you really want.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Fenlo. I would appreciate that.
As
I
you guys
press-
take this time to...
Prestidigitate.
As you prestidigitate away all the goop and gore from this armor, it looks okay. Like, it's not glorious armor by any means. Within that time of like putting it on and having Fenlo maybe help you get into it, it takes about 5 minutes to don the armor. But after it, you are well protected. And Kariad has maybe stopped crying.
Well, you know, they weren't going to use it anymore. So. Tally ho.
I don't think that's the right... Alright.
If you guys would like to continue, you most definitely can. It is Fenlo's. I quick question. Are you guys attempting to continue forward, or are you guys turning around?
Continue.
I would think we should continue to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
gotta
this wasn't
keep-
necessarily the wrong path, it was just an upsetting one.
Fenlo.
Oh,
Sorry, Freya.
If the compass ever like poofs after an hour, she'll like
Sure,
redo it.
most definitely.
Is that a cantrip?
It's an ability.
It's an action I get. It's a feature I get as being a conjuration wizard.
Oh, cool.
All right. Fenlo, it is your turn to aid in the skill challenge.
If I am using light to light the way, that would really only apply to things like perception and investigation. Yeah.
Don't worry about the light. Just tell me what you want to do to aid this. If it applies to it, then it applies to it. But don't worry about the light right now. Worry about what is something that you would like to aid that Fenlo, as his own cheery little self, would like to do. To help us.
I want to use a history check to see if Fenlo can recall what he saw when they were fallen about the Bramblewood and what he saw when they were in the Bramblewood, to kind of get an idea of what way they, like where they landed in relation to where the center might be, and what way they went and what way they're going now. Just like a recollection kind of thing.
Make me a history check.
That is a 16.
Your light, ping, above your head, brain blast.
Oh god.
And you go, okay, we're falling, and in relation to like where we entered and exited, you guys see all these like numbers fly through his head, like the meme.
Yeah.
He too has
And
pie
you
charts.
turn, and you go, it must be this way.
Yeah.
No challenge
Don't
chart.
consult
So
that
let's
chart.
keep going.
Don't consult that chart.
Let's keep going.
Got big brain energy over here.
You begin to follow Fenlo through the forest, and
Carry on the word.
you guys
I
hear...
assume.
Do we see anything?
Boom, boom,
I ready my swords.
Sing, sing. Freya, make a perception check.
10.
10? You think you see a falling tree?
Is it coming, like, falling towards us, or just
like
off in the distance?
You think you see like branches break and like something large like moving through and slamming on the ground. But it's kind of hard to tell
She'll
if it's
just,
a
like,
tree
kinda-
or if it's a bear. Like it's kind of one of those things.
Yeah. She'll just hold her finger up to her lips and just, like... Just kind of, like, let's stay still.
I will extinguish my light so we can stealth this better.
If you guys would like to make a stealth check to move forward, please make a stealth check. Fenlo Weddle.
I got 10.
Okay. Freya.
16.
Okay. Ramses.
The first dice I roll was a 20, but I roll with disadvantage, so it's 2.
Oh my god, it wasn't a natural one, was it? Okay.
No, not natural one. But just a
Check
2.
10.
I also go with disadvantage, and I got 4.
4, okay. And
Why did you stay
Kariad.
up?
I rolled a 15.
15, okay.
We fucking suck,
So
guys.
you guys gently stealth forward. You guys hear... Cling, cling, cling.
Can I cast Silent Image?
Of?
And a moose.
A moose? Okay.
Love that
maybe
silence.
You guys...
maybe like 30 feet ahead of us.
You like do a quick flick with your wand, and then from the center a furry chest begins to form, and then eventually a smallish moose appears. Big antlers. It looks...
And I want it to look towards the sound like it's startled, and have it run. Like, if, say, we're going head on, I want it to go, like, left.
And I'll shoot some arrows along the path that it takes to make noise.
Okay. When you see it...
Because it's a silent
It is a
image.
silent
I want to
image.
make noise
Yeah,
like
definitely.
it's clopping.
Freya, make me a performance check with advantage, because Kariad is helping you.
And how many arrows would that take up?
I'll just say the 1.
Okay, so
15.
Okay. When the moose begins to move forward, you hear the arrow scatter along with it. And then from where you guys are kind of positioned, and you guys are like kind of keeping low, you guys hear like... And then you hear... and you hear twigs and stuff break under whatever is moving, and you hear it getting further away.
That language.
It's not a language.
Did any
it's
of us
just
understand
mumbled. You
it?
couldn't really hear what was said. It sounded like a speech, like it
okay.
sounded like something, but you just couldn't hear it.
I'll look back at Keriad. It's just like a thumbs up and like pat her on the shoulder.
Yeah, Kariad will also thumbs up and look to the rest of the party like.
That was a beautiful creature. I had a strange desire to ride it.
Tecton! You guys.
There's a beautiful creature there!
When you guys kind of peek up, you guys kind of step into the clearing. There's no one around now. There's nothing around. But where this thing was, whatever was talking, is gone. And you see, like, massive stumps cut through. And you see just carnage of bramble and broken tree bits that line the ground, almost like a giant tree fell.
Are the cuts clean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it clear a path?
It didn't clear a path, it just made a clearing. Like, it just broke down a lot of bramble.
Are the fallen trees still here, or have they been
Been
collected? Okay.
But on these stumps, you see in the direct center of them, new bramble begins to sprout immediately. Just like...
How fast is it?
If you take the time to look at it, 10 seconds go by, it already has like an inch of like bramble on it. Little spikes begin to protrude.
Okay.
The lumber industry around here is going to be booming, you guys.
Bloody legendary.
Not after we get out of it.
Well, I mean, for a limited time only.
Shall we keep going?
Yeah.
Ramsey gives a sturdy nod.
Right.
Alrighty, Tecton is the next one in line, please.
Can I try to use some sort of earth sense or like feeling around in the ground to like maybe sense if I hear any tectonic vibrations or anything like that?
What skill would you like to use?
I don't know.
Make me a...
Arcana.
Sure,
Arcana's
I
good.
will bite for Arcana.
Okay.
Even though that's not what the skill is used for.
This is with disadvantage
Yeah.
again, so that's a 7. Oh wait, am I doing like D20 skill check or am I doing the percentile?
D20.
Okay, that's a 7.
Okay. Now I need you to roll me a D100.
Shit.
God, we suck so much. We suck butts, guys.
You suck.
It's like you guys have some good ideas, but the rolls are just like not there.
52.
Okay. You hear. What are you doing?
I hear it.
Everyone
I look
hears it.
to see.
What are you doing?
I look to see wherever the noise came from,
It's like a
You
bird or
look
something.
around.
and how lucky we are to be alive right now.
Look around. There's never, Liam, you joke about making a Harry Potter reference, but there's never going to be an episode that isn't a Hamilton reference. Helpless. You look around. Eliza!
Peggy.
My
Eliza
love,
wants
take your
cracker.
time. You look around, and don't see anything.
I don't even get to make a check for it.
No,
I just,
you don't see anything.
it is unfindable.
unfindable.
Sick.
What do you mean? What are we doing?
What'd you say?
What do you mean? What are we doing?
I
What
mean,
are you
what are you doing?
Well, I mean,
We are going through the woods.
We're trying to find the center of the forest
Why?
so we can.
to
Fixed.
You
I'm
can
just taking a
check it
look.
for the town.
Fixed.
Take a look at my
Fixed.
deception. It's like,
Fix.
can I lie?
The problems.
Well, that's interesting. What problems?
You don't. The forest is
The
grown on.
Bramblewood encroaches on the town.
Oh. I honestly didn't know there was a town or what a town is.
Are we talking to
You
the
don't know what a
Bramblewoods?
town is?
May I ask who we are speaking
Oh,
to?
yeah, don't really have a name.
Name's Bramble R. Wood.
And then, Karya, you've been kind of looking around, and then you notice it. The bark's talking to you of a nearby tree.
It's not still shaped like a person.
No, it's very much a tree. Like, it's not even like Pocahontas, like grandma tree. It's like a bunch of bramble
tree.
that makes up the lips, and then like bark opening up, and you
Two
see the
knots for
inside of a
eyes.
tree, and it's like, hey, don't really have a name.
Hey.
Hello.
Whoa.
Hey,
Well,
Would you like a name?
I mean, I guess.
Excellent. We shall. Perhaps if you will let us. we will give you
One question. What's a name?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've heard it
Oh,
before.
God.
Don't know what a name is.
Name is what you call someone when you're talking to them and whatnot. Like we're doing now.
Oh, so
you
like
call-
a name would be like the.
It's a personalized form of identification. It's a noun that describes you.
Me. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you.
It would be easier for us to be getting your attention. We would say, "Excuse me," insert name, and then we will.
Oh, so
continue.
that must get really confusing.
It does.
No, because
sometimes,
everyone
yeah.
has different
Oh.
names.
Oh.
very unique. Given normally at birth, but in your case, more exciting. You change it up and you get it
I mean,
now.
that's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah. I would happily accept a name. Yes.
Well, in a way, you already sort of have a name there. People have been calling you Bramblewoods. But
Oh.
I don't know if that's what you really want.
I mean,
I don't know.
What is
I don't
that
know
in
if he's-
reference
I don't
to?
know. If,
Your brambles and your wood. That you're made
what?
of.
And then you see like the wood, like the knots that it has for eyes, kind of like furrow. He goes, "I'm starting to understand, but I'm still so very confused."
Are you every tree year?
What's a tree?
oh.
I'm
you're-
gonna walk up and I'm gonna place my hands along the trunk
Oh.
and just like pat all up the trunk.
That felt weird.
Oh, sorry.
Perhaps you tell us what you do now? Did you just,
I'm gonna go feel another tree.
There's no response.
He goes,
just the one.
I was here. I was not,
Excellent!
and now I am.
Were you the first one of these? And I just tap on another tree. Are you the first one of these to pop up around here?
oh god, if we gotta kill him.
I'm gonna feel really bad if we have to kill him.
I'm going to assume, by the way you guys are speaking, and that you've used trees before. No.
You were not the first thing.
No. I'm going to
Do you
assume no.
know... Do you
Perhaps
know
we can...
where the first one did come from?
No. I was here, and I was not, and now I am.
Can we give you that about that name? Can we call you Woodley? I want to call you Woodley.
Sure.
Can I start ritual casting detect magic?
Sure, yeah, you take out your book and your wand and you begin to like hashmala foof mafishilifi, and then you guys watch the magic coalesce around Freya. Woody sounds great. Yeah. It doesn't mean something.
No, I just think it fits you.
Great, simple. I don't have to understand much.
No, it's great.
You say you do not know very much right now. Perhaps you can reach out from within yourself and see what you do know. Can you see anything beyond your position that you are
I
here
can
in?
feel all of your
Feet?
Feet.
What is a feat?
The
things that are connecting us to the ground.
Ah, I feel
Feet.
all of them.
Feet?
Our roots.
Do you feel anything else other than just us? Can you imagine
A
further?
fluffy thing that is not fluffy with colorful fluff. And little clawy, what you call them? Feet? Little spiky feet.
Oh,
And
so
where
like...
is that?
Up.
Is it... Is
And,
there...
like,
Is there...
Ramsey-
You guys look, and on the
Yeah, is
branch
there
that you're talking to,
bird?
there's like a... twists its head, looks at you all, and then flaps away.
Shit, I was writing this down. I thought that was gonna be important.
There's a bird.
So Woodley, do you want to grow just bigger and bigger?
I'm gonna be real honest, I think that's the only thing I can do.
Right. And do you talk to any of the other trees around here?
No. None of them really talk like I do.
Right. Do you remember talking as soon as you were, as you said? As you came to be?
Well,
Or did someone make you talk?
no, I just existed. But, I've seen bright, color? No, that's not right.
Yeah, no, that's the right word. That's the right word.
Bright, red? Oh,
Lights?
yeah.
Red.
Lights. And I see them up. And I've seen it. This is the 4th time.
Do you mind if I climb up real quick and see if I can't see what you're talking about?
I don't know what climbing is, but sure.
All right, I'm gonna climb up Woodley and see
oh.
if I can't see.
Oh. And you get up top.
Do I see these red lights?
You think
I look
it's the
around?
sun. You think he's talking about the sun.
Oh.
You
He's only
assume
seen it 4
he's
times.
seen-
He's only been alive for
he's
4
been only
days.
for 5. He's only been like sentient for 4 days.
Aww.
What do you think about that bright light up there?
Feels great.
Like it?
Feels great.
Yeah. Ramses is a big fan of it too.
Which one is that? What is Ramses?
I'm over here. Although his understanding is a little confused, I do also like him some.
I'm gonna be real honest. I don't know much. It seems like my only claim to fame is talking to you guys. Oh, and another group.
Well, then,
Oh,
what does it do?
Seemed friendly. Didn't stick around a long time. They use their voices very high pitched. And very, very long time, no breaks like you all.
So now, did you start talking to this group the day you first felt the sun?
Yes.
perhaps this group was the one who made you able to talk to us
They-
and the sun.
Weren't around when I became me.
Did they did they look like us? Were they bigger, taller? Shorter?
Some same size as you. Others taller. Others taller than some of you. Others shorter.
Okay, so a mix of different.
And then they said hello, and I said hello, and I learned what hello is. And then they said nice to and they left.
Oh. Okay.
And then I found you
Okay.
guys.
Oh,
And how long ago was this?
This was 3 days ago.
If that is yes, that one.
Am I getting a magical?
Oh yeah, you finished your spell.
Yeah, sorry,
You get
yeah.
the feeling. Actually, I can look this up. Allow me to find what is affecting this.
That was fucking upsetting.
Yep. Yeah, this
Hello,
is great.
your magical tree. Oh shit, we're dying.
Let me just find the spell.
They really
we're just
taught him a lot of words.
we're
The magic used seems quite powerful. Whatever they did seems quite powerful if he is able to stay while they are not here.
Oh yeah, true.
But if he, just because he gained consciousness 4 days ago, doesn't mean he was a tree. Like he sprouted 4 days ago. I thought
You get when your detect magic goes out, you feel
Yeah.
the bramble is overwhelming in how much magical energy. Not Woody, the bramble itself feels overwhelming with magic, and it's almost like you have to shield your eyes from the bright light that just emits off of it. And you get the sense from the bramble, you get its conjuration. But for Woody itself, you get the feeling that it is I literally just had it. Transmutation.
looking around, like it's bright. Like I assume it's like looking
Yeah, a
at
little
the
bit.
sun. Is there a spot where it's just way too bright?
Looking around, the more you look in a
Like do
direction,
full 360.
the brighter it gets. Like kind of, you can pinpoint like this. It's getting brighter here. It's not overwhelming yet, but it's brighter.
Yeah, I think we should go that way.
all right. Hey Woody, we're gonna be back. All right.
Okay. I mean, this is a much better leaving than the last one.
I would hope so.
We hope you the best, Woodley, and that you continue to enjoy your time in the ground and the feel of the sun on your
Thank
branches.
you. I hope you do too. What is a branch?
Oh, it's that.
See you later.
it's
See you
fine.
later.
See you later. And you guys.
Could I cast
Oh, yeah.
mold earth around him, maybe just to give him a little more earth, or to give him a little squeeze, give him a little.
Okay,
hug?
okay.
Yeah.
He likes that. He goes, "Oh, that's very interesting." And then you guys begin to make your way. As you guys kind of get back on track, and Freya, you have 10 minutes with the spell, so you kind of just like push forward. Let's take a little break. Is everyone ready to play D&D? Yeah.
Yes
Okay.
and no.
Why are you afraid of you're gonna die?
No, I'm just really fucking cold and I can't stop shivering and I want to go lay in bed.
Well, guess what? Your prize for being for suffering
I have to sit here
is
for
sit
4
here
hours.
For 4
Yeah, I have to
more
sit
hours.
here chilly for 4 hours.
Yeah.